talking about obedience makes me think about the book of Exodus and how much that shows that in the book of Exodus, everywhere in the Bible. But specifically talking about Exodus, where specifically in chapters 5 to 6, where Moses is stepping into that obedience to God. And you would expect things to go perfectly right after that. But a lot of things happened that created some chaos, but it needed to happen in order to get Pharaoh to see specific things that God wanted him to see. And you'll see that later on in the chapters. I wanted to look at chapter 5, verse 22, where and this is where Pharaoh had increased the Israelites' workload. And Moses, and we see this from the beginning of when God is talking to Moses, how he's questioning him. And he's questioning himself as well. And sometimes walking in obedience doesn't necessarily mean immediate breakthrough. Right? And that's something that we discussed last week. That doesn't always mean that it's going to go exactly the way that we think. But there's a process that needs to happen in order for that obedience to settle into that breakthrough. God, in that moment, he responds with some reassurance. In Exodus 6, verses 1 and 2, it says, "Now you will see what I will do to Pharaoh. I am the Lord." And you can see constantly how God is reminding Moses over and over and over again, "I am the Lord your God. You need to do this. You will do this. Or Pharaoh will do this when I tell you to do this." So he's constantly giving Moses instructions, but Moses is constantly being fighting back and forth. And not fighting in the sense that he is disrespecting, but in the sense that when you hear God's voice and you hear his instructions, the first thing that you do as a child of God is you do. Right? Faith is action. Faith without action is death. As Moses is arguing back, saying, "I can't do this. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I speak well enough," even though he knew exactly what he needed to say. He knew exactly what to do. He wasn't dumb. But he was portraying himself as if he was. Portraying to God something that God knew wasn't true. Where God is telling us to do something, God is instructing us, God is guiding us, and then we have the audacity basically to stand there and say, "I don't know if I can do this. Are you sure? Don't send me, send somebody else." So telling our God what to do in that moment just shows how little our belief in him. And when God chooses us, that is the most important thing that we can think about in this life. Amen?